Hey there, and welcome to this random video of stuff and such. I'm not good at introducing things. But, this is a video just meant to explain what I thought about E3 and how I reacted to all these things. Now, first thing I'm going to point out here. I am not really too much of a hardcore gamer. Before this year, all I've played was like Mario and Pokemon. Then once I got onto more YouTube stuff, started doing this Omega Gamer for the Win channel. Before that, I didn't really play too many games. Whenever I played Minecraft on this channel, first time I ever played Minecraft. Yeah. But before then, all I played was like Kirby, Pokemon, and Mario, and I just then started playing Kirby. By Mario, I mean the third one, because it was the only thing that I had when I was a kid. So yeah, don't know why I'm breathing in the mic there. So I'm gonna start off reviewing the Xbox E3 presentation, which the version I have was by IGN. If you want to watch these, IGN should have it on their channel. Sometimes even the companies have it on their YouTube channels, since companies have YouTube channels now. And the Game Station might have something about it. I'm not sure. But if you really want to find out, IGN, Game Station, and their own websites. And this video will only be for Xbox and Microsoft. The company Microsoft and their Xbox One that you see the fancy picture of, and it's comparing it to a rock. Yeah, it's the only picture I had. So, what I'm going to be bringing up basically is just what I saw in the show, the presentation, I guess is how to say it, that really caught my eye with me being completely new to it. Which is what they're supposed to be getting to whenever they're doing these things. Is not trying to say, oh yeah, people who've bought the same series of game over and over. Let's just keep them. No, they want broader audiences, and since I'm new to a lot of this stuff here, I would probably be somewhat of a target audience for them. So this will be what caught my eye. Now, one of the... Sorry, the voice thing there. The first-ish game that they announced, I don't know if it was the very first, but it was one of the first, was called Rise, Son of Rome, I think is what the fancy thing on there was. It actually seemed like a really interesting game. It just, it looked like it had a really Assassin's Creed feel to it, which, if you don't know, is one of my favorite game franchises, even though I've never played it. Yeah, I'm weird like that. But it seems like it's a really good game, looks-wise. It takes place in, like, more medieval Rome, ancient Rome times, which, you know, anything in Rome back then was just, like, the best thing ever. It's basically you're fighting war game. You know, you stab people and you kill them. So it looks pretty neat. If I ever do get an Xbox One, that will be a game that I will get with it. I doubt I'll be getting an Xbox One for reasons that I'll explain later. But yeah. Okay. One of the next games that kind of... it didn't really catch my eye, it just was an obvious thing about it, was Killer Instinct. Now, with the advertisement thing that they did with it, you know, they show, oh yeah, this is this game, and I did an arm motion there and no one saw it. Yeah, they say, oh, this is this game, and then they show, like, some gameplay and some type of trailer type thing. Well, this is one of the instances of them just trying too hard to do something. Because I know it's like supposed to be an older game that they're bringing back up, but the way they advertised it, they had this guy talking in the background. It's like, what new graphics, killing, weapons. where they were just trying to make it too good sounding, basically. They were trying to use the action voice person, just make it sound like it's actiony, that it's just so amazing. Whenever it just makes it seem like, oh yeah, that's kind of lame, they kind of overdid that there. It's like, it's kind of like comparing this to Super Mario Kart, whenever that first came out. I think it was even the same announcer person, it sounds like it. Where they said in Mario Kart it was too fast. They had two speeds, too fast and way too fast or something. It just, they over-market it, basically. Okay, next game, which I doubt, none of these are in order. It just, whenever I see them and I think, oh yeah, that looks neat or looks stupid, I remember it. Okay, there's Sunset Overdrive. Now this is a really weird looking game. The way they advertised it, they did it weirdly. But at first it seemed like some type of parkour game. You know, free running, you jump off buildings and stuff. But then there's this guy who had a gun and he was shooting stuff. Then whenever he stopped jumping off buildings and stuff, he was being attacked by a monster. What? And also the animation, not the animation, but the graphic style was more cartoony looking. I mean, it was like really basic cartoon color. It was just odd, an odd combination of everything. I don't know what they did with it, or if it's bad or good. It just something different, I guess is what I have to say about it. Just an odd mixture of stuff where you're like, you're parkouring, you're jumping off a building and leaping through different buildings while you have this huge gun and you're shooting a monster. And I'm doing more hand motions even though no one can see it. Nice. But yeah, it's just an odd combination. I hope it does work out well, because if it does, then that would be a really neat game to play. But there's the whole thing of, if you're going to do something that crazy, you have to do it right, which it's kind of hard to do. Okay, next is Forza 5, which is a racing game. I'm not really into racing, but the point that they really wanted to make was that it was realistic. That eventually get used to your driving style and all types of stuff, where what would it be exactly? Where after you play it so many times, it would memorize how you play it. That seems kind of odd. But they also say that all the graphics and everything look realistic. Wait, so you're saying that there's this realistic car that I can drive, and then eventually the controls will get to how I drive? It's almost like a car. You know, the things outside, you can drive them and go places. But in this game, you don't go places. Woo! Yeah. I don't get it. I guess it's nice that you can do it with friends, but guess what? If I have a car, and hey, look, my friend over there, he has a car, we can go places. I guess since it's a racing game, that's supposed to be the interesting thing about it, that it looks like a realistic race. Race cars, they exist here. I don't know if they acknowledge this yet, but it exists. Sorry, but turns out real life has already done it. Sorry about that. Okay, next was Minecraft for the Xbox One. Who let this happen? Notch? I blame you. I blame you for this. I thought you said, nope, this is never happening again, but it happened. I don't like this. Okay, the thing is, Xbox 360, they had Minecraft, and everyone thought it was pretty good, but not nearly as good as the PC version. But now they're making another version for a much more expensive system, which I'll get to that later. And it still does less than the PC. Whenever you can just go to Walmart, go $20, pick up a card, and play Minecraft on a computer. On the computer, it's much better. I guess lag issues are still a thing, but yeah, that's kind of a thing there. Why do we need it on the Xbox One? Who would be playing that? If we took everyone who likes the Xbox version of Minecraft and you made them play it on a PC, they'd enjoy the PC much better, I guarantee. It just no one would really prefer the Xbox over PC, really. Now the next one, I go on raging about that Minecraft one for hours. But the next one is Quantum Break. Now this is a really weird looking game. It probably would be interesting. I actually did not understand what it was at the time. I'm pretty sure it's like some TV series or something, and everyone gets it, just that I don't, because I don't watch TV and stuff. But it actually did remind me of something else that ironically is a TV show that should be made into a video game, but I don't know if it has yet. But it's I guess it's a British TV show, but it's Primeval. I don't know how many people have watched it, since it's a lot less popular than like Doctor Who and stuff. But it's pretty neat. It's like time rifts and the dinosaurs and the such. It's a neat show. You just go watch it someday. It's Primeval, Primeval. Just Google it, watch it. Go on Netflix, they probably have it. They should. If not, then I'll murder everyone. And it's a pretty good show. Which, it could make a really good video game if they had the potential. Well, they have the potential, but if they had the ability, I guess. Okay, so enough on that rant, which isn't even Xbox related. Project Spark. Now, this was a game that I thought sounded really stupid at first. But the more gameplay they got into it, which they actually showed people playing the game, which really interested me about it. What I thought, first thing, it's like, oh, it's another Minecraft copy, who cares? But, it's actually a pretty neat thing where you can create your own world, but it's different than Minecraft. It's more touchscreen based, I guess that's how to say it. Where you can create mountains and stuff, and it's not block based. It's more you just make it. You can say, oh, make a mountain, and you can put your. I can't explain this. You would have to watch it to find out, really. But it's just really neat looking. Really good graphics. You can create your own world, design, situations, actually. You can make it where a meteor hits the city or something, if you want. Then you can, like, fight off a thing of, a horde of, trolls. Yeah, trolls are bad. Hate it when they comment on stuff. But basically, it's like you can create a world and add monsters that will do something, and then go play with your friends on it and try to stop the monster things from destroying the area that you created. Stuff like that. It does look really neat, but it's so hard to explain that I just cannot explain it. Okay, next thing is not a game, but it is a feature of the Xbox One. Upload Studio. I guess I can't read today because I did make a list of all this. Upload Studio, which is a really good thing. I wish they had something like this on 3DS, where you can actually record your gameplay, and it will record your commentary over like a Turtle Beach, which is what I am using right now, a Turtle Beach headset, where you can like plug those into your Xbox and you can record your commentary while you play the game, and it will record itself. No PVR needed. And you can even edit and upload from an Xbox, but the editing software doesn't really look like it's that good. Now, I'm pretty sure if you just want straight gameplay, you can do that, but some people like to add borders, some people have to cut out certain things, and it kind of seems like it'd be difficult to do that on Xbox, and I don't know why that's popping up. Go away. Okay, next is Twitch streaming, which this ideal, it's a really good ideal. That is something that everything could do, should do anyways. Where they have partnership with Twitch, where all you have to do is sign into your Twitch account on your Xbox, and you can choose to stream whenever you're playing a game, just anytime, and it will record from the microphone, you know, like I said, Turtle Beach, fancy stuff. Which, that seems pretty handy. Because I don't really stream much, I'm not much of a streamer, but I do know people who do stream a lot, or don't really know them, but I watch a few streams. And I'm pretty sure hooking up this PVR, setting up XSplit to record the screen, and streaming it through that is a lot more difficult than just saying Xbox stream or whatever they do. I don't know what the Xbox does, but yeah, it actually seems like a good ideal for Xbox to do that. Now, if the Wii U and PlayStation can do that as well, then I guess I'm just giving them too much credit here. I'm not sure because I've not watched the PlayStation thing yet, and Nintendo. Nintendo's was actually about 12 hours ago, but I didn't get to see it. But I will be watching it in like an hour or two. So, yeah. Next is Crimson Dragon, which was a game that I seen, not thinking it would be good, thinking that it seems kinda bad. Because one of the big selling points on the Xbox One is dim graphics. You know, graphics, everyone loves graphics for some reason. But this game actually looks like it's PS2. I mean, you could get a PlayStation 2 game in this game and line them up side by side, and it be similar graphic looking. Is that even English? I don't know. I don't know what's English. But yeah, it just doesn't really look as advanced as all the other games. I don't know if it'd even be fun. It's dragons, and they didn't really show what they do. It just had a dragon flying around. They didn't show any gameplay really. It was just dragon flying around. Didn't say, hey, go on a quest with your friends to save the dragons, or go with your friends to get the Dragon Balls, cut them off and make them into a stew. They don't express anything. So from this point onward, until I find out more news about the game, I will assume that it's about cutting off dragons' balls and making them into stew. Doesn't sound like a fun game to me. But next, on to what game might be actually fun. Dead Rising 3. I have not played any of the Dead Rising series. I've never even looked at any of them. But this trailer actually seemed pretty good to me. And the thing that really caught my attention was they said that you can use anything as a weapon. Now, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to use anything I can find as a weapon. It's just a thing. Just imagine if you could get like a chair leg, beat someone to death with it, a shirt, strangle them to death, in video games. And that just seems neat to me. To the point that in the gameplay, it actually showed someone duct taping. Yes, duct tape. I enjoy this creation. I am from Kentucky. Our houses are made out of duct tape here. Yeah, that's true completely. I'm not lying there. He duct taped a sledgehammer to a chainsaw. Now, honestly, how much more badass of a weapon can you get there? I see no flaws. Duct tape, chainsaw, sledgehammer. You just don't lose. And the next one is where I get all depressed. Halo. The whole time I was watching this, I was so glad that I did not have to see any Halo stuff. But they waited until the last second to show it, and I got all depressed instantly. Now, I've never played Halo, but I've heard things. I've heard good things, anyways. I've heard the community of Halo is really bad. That and all the Gears of War and all those shooters. I'm not a fan of shooters, anyways. But the thing that really, really depressed me about this is they said that they were going to have a Halo TV show. How? It has no story, really. I've heard people complain about the story, actually, where all you do is shoot people. Now, I think they have a show where people just shoot other people. It's called Cops, stuff like that. What are other shows that people shoot people? Hey, you know shows where people shoot people? Comment below. It's just not really a good idea, in my opinion. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch TV too much anymore, because TV has kind of gone to shit. Most of the stuff I watch, I download off the internet because I think, oh yeah, that sounds good. And a lot of the stuff that I actually watch anymore is YouTube. So, yeah, I have no life. And, now to wrap it up, the final conclusion of the amazingness of this thing, not really that great, is the price of the Xbox One. Now, the thing is, I was really tempted to get an Xbox One after seeing all these pretty good games that I lined up in this list here. But, this price really dropped me out of it. The price of the Xbox One, for those who have not seen it, is $499. Okay, just so you people know, this computer that I'm using to record right now, it was about $420. And it's a good computer. It's been a good computer ever since I bought it. This is like a good 2011 computer at least, where it's pretty up to date and a good computer, but it's only $420. You know, $420, everyone loves $420. But Xbox being much more than that. I mean, $79. $79. Now, also if I combine it with this headset, Turtle Beach, you know, beautiful headset, about $60. Actually, I have the box right there. Yeah, $60. If I combine this computer, this headset, everything that I'm using to record right now, it's still less than the Xbox One. And, don't they know a lot of these games are also on PC? That's also a thing. A lot of these games range from $50 to $60, and you can still get them on PC. Now, I'd much rather pay enough for a computer that can do so many things than an Xbox that can do some things poorly. It's just a thing that I really don't get. Also, the thing with Xbox games, as you can see in my pretty little picture there, you cannot trade the games. You can't just go into like GameStop and say, hey, I don't want this game anymore, I'm gonna sell it. I don't think they'll allow that anymore, because you have to pay a fee to play the game, and I don't understand that. You can't say, oh yeah, I have this game, you have that game, let's trade. You can't do that. You can't trade games on Xbox One. Yet with PC games, I'm pretty sure if it's on like a disc, you can pop it into your computer, save it, give it to someone else. They actually do that a lot. It's called the Pirate Bay. That's another story. Also, Xbox uses Internet Explorer. Now, on this computer right here, I have Firefox and Google Chrome. Both work better than Internet Explorer, just in case if you didn't notice. And something else that you can see in this picture, offline play. On this computer, I have games that I can play offline. Minecraft I can do offline. All these Pokemon games that I have on here. Basically, every game that I've done on my channel basically has been offline. But for the Xbox, you have to be constantly online. Some people don't do English. Can I English just for a second? Okay, I guess I've been given permission by this wasp in my room to English, so I shall. Yeah. It just, some people can't afford internet. Where I live, I can't even get good internet. Get good? Is that English? I'm guessing. This is Kentucky. I don't do English. Where a lot of people can't access 24/7 internet, which is required for Xbox One, or at least once every 24 hours, from what I've heard. Also, the Kinect is required. Now, some countries, such as Australia, I believe, have banned the Kinect because the Xbox people can easily access it and see you constantly. Now, my little webcam on my laptop, I doubt that it does that, especially since I uninstalled it a little bit ago. I'm pretty sure there's still a way, but yeah. Whenever there's a thing that stalks you constantly, which a lot of people, if they have a Kinect, it's a family Kinect, where it's set up in the living room or something, and everyone always is in it. Either that or they keep it in a bedroom where, yeah, you know what happens in bedrooms. There's beds and they're in rooms and thrusting and the such. And they can see all that. Yeah. So this is my E3 review on Xbox. Soon I will be doing PlayStation, Ubisoft, EA, Nintendo, and whatever else they throw in there. I don't even know what's on there anymore. It used to just be the 3 companies, but now they've changed it up where it's just a crazy mess. But I will be doing a review video like this for all of them. It's been about 30 minutes, so that's good. Now, not all of them will have this many points or this little points. I'm pretty sure EA and Ubisoft are kind of smaller, so they'll only have like 5 things to cover. Plus, I won't have nearly as much of a rant on the others. I've watched the first 10 minutes of the PlayStation one, and it's really impressive from what I've seen. So that one will definitely get a good reputation from me. I'll go ahead and say that. And Nintendo, I've been a Nintendo fan ever since I've gotten my first game. So, yeah. Gonna be a little biased here and saying Xbox loses. Now, everyone else says that Xbox isn't doing too well. That's why I kind of say that I have this opinion. It just... They have good games, but their console just isn't worth it. $50, $60 games, $500 console. Not really. Not into that. I just now got a Wii because the prices went down enough. Not that I'm poor or anything, it's just that it just has to get in a certain range for me to think, oh yeah, that's worth buying. Yeah. I'm cheap like that. So, yeah, that's it for this video thingamabob. Tell me your feelings about the Xbox presentations and the games coming up for it. If there's a good game that they showed that you thought I should have talked about a little bit, go ahead, comment, rant all you want. And yeah, that's it. Omega Gamer for the win, signing out. Microsoft, quit watching our lives.